Okay, I'm almost done assembling the puzzles now, but I just wanted to show you some quick things regarding the individual pieces. I talked about the core, so now I want to talk about the pieces a little bit. Again, let's start with the 3x4. The 3x4 uses these cheap, like, sliced off edges, and they're hollowed out. The entire piece pretty much is hollowed out, and of course that's to make it cheaper so they don't have to waste money on manufacturing. And it has that kind of sliced off corner that maybe you've seen in some cheaper puzzles. The plastic also just feels cheap, I guess. Here's the corner. The corner is also hollowed out. Here we go. And it's again, the plastic is just really cheap. Let's go ahead and go to the 3x4. The 3x4 has some improvements. For example, it's using a more standardized edge, and it has the plastic feels better. It feels kind of like a Type C piece from Cube for You, I guess. A Type C, maybe a Type D. But the corner, sorry, the edge definitely feels a lot better, a lot sturdier, and it has that. It doesn't have that cheap sliced off part. The corner also very close to a Type C or Type D corner. It is hollowed out to, again, make it cheaper to manufacture. But again, the plastic on both of these puzzles versus the plastic on these two pieces is a lot better. Okay, so let's go ahead and just finish reassembling it. And then I can talk a little bit about how they both turn. Okay, so again, let's start with the 3x4. The turning on the 3x4, as you can see, it cuts corners very well, and then you'll get a random lockup. Like when this cube locks up, I mean the lockups are awful. Like it's really like you can't even break out of it. Like the cube just it totally locks in. But when it doesn't lock up, it flies. See? So it's very strange. I mean, you can do like double flicks on it and everything. You know, just by spinning one layer, I mean, the puzzle can spin for a long time. It's very loose. Of course, I lubricated both of these, by the way. I don't know if I said that earlier. But it's very loose and very good when it comes to cutting corners. Again, because of the very loose core, but it locks up at the same time, which is really annoying. Because you'll feel good, you'll be cutting corners, and then it'll just bam lock up, and then there's nothing you can do about it. Ah. And you can't even do that. You know, when it like locks up and you can go backwards and then go forwards again to unlock it. Sometimes like it still won't unlock, no matter what you do, and you just have to like almost go backwards. What I do is if I'm trying to do some kind of algorithm, like I'll do soon, for example, or if I'm trying to do anti-soon. Like it just. Sometimes instead of going like that, it locks up and I end up having to go like all the way around just to get it to go there because the lockup is that bad. Just the structure of the cube isn't good at all. 3x5. Okay, this one is 1,000 times better. I mean, even though it's cheap on the inside and the way it looks, when you're actually playing with it, it feels like a really nice cube. It feels like a Type C cube, which is a good quality cube. I mean, it doesn't feel like a cheap cube like this one. I mean, when you play with this, you can feel how cheap it is. You can listen to the plastic, you can feel the thinness of the plastic, just how cheap it is. This one, it's nice thick plastic, nice sturdy core, and you don't notice like how I mean, if you open it, you'll see how cheap the pieces are, but when it's put together, you actually don't notice it, which is nice. I mean, the puzzle moves very smoothly, especially after you lubricate it. But even then, I don't think I had to lubricate this one. It was very smooth right out of the box. Or plastic wrap, I should say, because it didn't come in a box. Yeah, the 3x3x5 is definitely the better of the two, because of the pieces, because of the core. It does cut corners, and you can let me do some cutting corners. See, I'll miss a line, and boom. So as you can see, it cuts corners relatively well. And so when you're doing finger tricks, it also doesn't lock up as much. And when it does lock up, actually, I don't really think this cube locks up. And when it does lock up, okay, it does. But when it does lock up, I mean, you can fix it really easily. A lot of times you just have to loosen your hand a little bit and then flick the piece. This one, let's do some cutting corners. Okay, see here, right there it locked up, and then it finally went through. See, locked up again. I have to go all the way back around just to fix it. I couldn't go up like this. I had to go all the way around because it was that bad. Okay, so I mean, this one does cut corners, but it locks up so much that it kind of counteracts the fact that it can cut corners. It's still not very good. But it is a 3x3x4, and it's a cool puzzle, so, you know, just whatever. So I hope I didn't make this video too long. I haven't been watching how long it is, but I hope it wasn't too bad. Those are some of the differences. I can't really tell you differences in the stickers because I restickered both of them. So, sorry. But just the actual puzzles themselves. Kind of okay right here. Much better over here. The 3x5 is definitely a better puzzle. It just is overall. Which I was actually really surprised because I bought them from the same manufacturer. Which is weird why they would do one puzzle with one core and one pieces and the other one with different core and different pieces. You know, that's really strange that it would do that. Even the stickers were different. But still. So that's the differences between the two. They're still good puzzles though if you're a collector like me and you like having cool puzzles. But in case you don't and you only wanted to get one of these because you don't really want 2 extended cubes, you maybe only want 1 extended cube. I don't know. But definitely go with the 3x5. You'll be much happier. Okay, thanks for watching the videos, guys. If you have any questions, comment or send me a message. I'll be glad to answer. And thank you for watching. Please rate and subscribe.